Hi, I'm Jeremy. Welcome to Wonder Tools. I'm writing today about creating images with AI and specifically about Ideogram, a terrific new tool for creating images with AI, including images with text in them. Even if you can't draw a stick figure or take a decent photo these days, you can now illustrate anything that you write. New AI image generation services like Ideogram make it easy to add visuals. I used to rely mostly on DALL-E 3 for image generation, but Ideogram has recently become my favorite because it allows you to include text really accurately and to make a wider range of imagery. In this post, I'm sharing just a few highlights of what I find it most useful for and what I think are its best features. First, to use Ideogram, if you haven't used it before, you just go to ideogram.ai, sign up for a free account. You can pay for an account later on, but you can use it for free every day, at least 5 times I've found, without having a paid subscription. So you could start with a free subscription and see if it works for you, see if it's useful. And to use it, you basically just describe an image that you're envisioning in a couple of sentences. You don't have to have perfect prompt language or be a prompt engineer. Just use a description that you have in mind for an image and be as detailed as you can. And one nice thing about Ideogram is it will use an algorithm to essentially upgrade your prompt to be something that will be more intelligible to its AI. So you don't have to worry about getting the prompt precisely right. Then you choose a style, like do you want an illustrated image or a photographic style image? Or you can pick auto and let the algorithm decide and give you a few options. You can pick dimensions, like whether you want a wide image, a vertical image, a square image. I mostly use wide images because they match the width of web pages better, and I'm not using these primarily for vertical social content. And then you just click generate, and that's it. That's basically it. You wait a minute. On a free account, they slow it down to kind of encourage you, incentivize you to turn over to a paid account. But you can just wait a minute and you'll get 4 options to choose from, and you can download the one you want. So that's basically the gist of how it works. In terms of its best features, I like that you can get 5 images every day for free, and they're the top quality images. You can easily prompt it. That's great. You can choose from 4 options each time, so you can find one of the 4 that works for you. I like that the text is super accurate now. So it used to be with AI image generation, if you tried to include text in an image, it would be mangled or garbled. Now you can basically create posters and graphics that have really accurate text in them, which is great. It's useful for slides. It's useful for social graphics. It's useful for presentations and various kinds. I'm using that regularly. It even helps when you're making a logo or a banner or something. Or a thumbnail for video. You can choose from a lot of different styles. I like that freedom to choose various kinds of looks. And you can even use negative prompts. That requires a paid account, but you can say, you want an image of a burger, for example, but you don't want it to have any cheese or anything related to cheese on it or something. So you can kind of use negative prompts to more carefully ensure that whatever image you get fits whatever constraints you have in mind. And the public gallery is helpful. There's a gallery of images that others have created to give you inspiration. You can see what prompts they used, you can see what the result was, and then you can model your following prompts on something that you saw in someone else's prompt. So that's a really great way to learn about how to do this well and just to get inspiration from other people. One caveat around that is that if you are using the free account, your images are going to be public. So you're not going to be able to create private images with a free account. You can remix anything though. And so you can take an existing image that you've made and remix it to change it in some way, or even remix someone else's image to create something new out of it, which is kind of interesting. One new feature just last week was launched where you can extend images. It's called Canvas, and it allows you to basically extend the view of an image that you have, or combine images on a canvas. It's pretty powerful, and I'm excited to see what that enables. There's a video of it in action that I'm including in the written version of this post, if you're interested. In terms of caveats, there are a couple of things to be aware of. One is that vague prompts may not yield what you're looking for. If you're not sure what you're looking for, you may get something that's unexpected. Another issue is that there's a risk of confusion. People may think that this is a real image when you're using an AI generated image. So you want to be careful to be transparent and to use it only in a context where people wouldn't be misled or tricked in any way. And then there's also just a broader issue where there's going to be a lot of AI sludge out there online when people can create these images as easily as they now can. There's going to be an incentive for them to just create a huge number of them. And a lot of that will just create imitation content and redundant content and low quality content, et cetera. In terms of the free plan itself, it does have a couple limitations. The reduced image quality on the downloads, there'll be 70% of the quality of the full downloads you'd get if you were on a paid plan. You can't share a link to an image. You can just download it and share the image itself. And as I said earlier, you can't have a private image. In terms of alternatives, there's a few great ones. DALL-E 3 remains really good. It's the image generation service built into ChatGPT if you're on a Plus, which is a paid ChatGPT account. And it's also got great image quality. It's a little bit less reliable, though, at generating accurate text in images, which is one of the primary reasons that I've switched over mostly to using Ideogram. Flux is another really great one. It's one of the best of the new generation of AI image generation services, I think. You can use it free through Hugging Face or FreePic, which are two services that host its model. And it creates really gorgeous kinds of images and also generates accurate text. However, it's not quite as user-friendly to use. It doesn't have quite as many custom options as Ideogram does. And then Adobe Firefly is another good option these days. It's from the company behind Photoshop, so it's got a strong company behind it, and it's part of Adobe's growing suite of AI tools. Has a lot of unique capabilities. You can customize your image's camera angle, for example, or lighting, or color tone, special effects. But in my tests so far, it's not consistently been generating text accurately within images. So if you are interested in text, I would stick to generally either Ideogram or Flux. And there are many other tools for generating images with AI like Midjourney and Canva, and I'll write about others in a future post. In the meanwhile, I'd love to hear what you're using these tools to create and how you're finding image generation. And thanks for taking the time to listen to this post and to keep up with Wonder Tools. I'd love your feedback anytime you're ready to share it. Thanks.